man born blind. From John 9. As Jesus walked along, he saw a man who had been born blind. He couldn't work and made his living as a beggar. Everyone looked down on him. The disciples asked Jesus,
"Teacher, we know that bad things happen to people who do bad things."
"This man is blind, which must be a punishment from God. So who did bad things, this man or his parents?"
"You're wrong. That's not how God works. Blindness is not a punishment, but it is a chance to show God's power."
Then Jesus spat on the ground and made mud, and spread it on the man's eyes, and told him,
"Go and wash in the pool of Siloam."
Siloam means sent. The man went and washed, and when he came back, he could see.
Hooray!
The neighbors, who had seen the blind man when he was a beggar, were surprised and confused.
"Isn't this the man who used to sit here and beg?"
And the neighbors began to argue.
"It is him. He's been healed."
No, it's somebody else who looks like him.
It's me! It's me!
Then why aren't you blind anymore?
The man called Jesus made mud, spread it on my eyes, and told me to go wash. When I did that, I could see.
"Where is that man now?"
I don't know.
Now, it was the Sabbath day, when people were supposed to honor God by not doing any work. So the neighbors took the man to the religious leaders to tell his story.
He put mud on my eyes. Then I washed, and now I see.
And the leaders began to argue.
"This man is not from God, for he does not keep the Sabbath."
How can he do such things if he is not from God?
Some of the religious leaders didn't believe that the man had been blind but could now see, so they called his parents.
"Is this your son, who you say was born blind?"
Yes, this is our son.
If it is your son, why can he see now?
We know that it is our son and that he was born blind, but we don't know how it is that he can see now.
"Ask him. He can speak for himself."
His parents were afraid to say that Jesus had healed their son because the religious leaders didn't like Jesus. So the leaders questioned the man again.
"We know this man is Jesus, is a sinner, a bad person. Admit it."
I don't know whether he is a sinner. I know one thing. I was blind, and now I can see. You keep asking me about him. Do you want to follow him and be his disciples too? We follow Moses, the great teacher of the law. God spoke to Moses in ancient times, but we don't know anything about this Jesus fellow. It has never happened before that a person who was born blind was healed and began to see. If this man Jesus were not from God, he could not do something like this.
"Are you trying to teach us about God?"
And they drove him away. Then Jesus came and found him.
"Do you believe in me?"
Lord, I believe.
"I came into this world so that those who are blind may see, and that those who think they see clearly and know everything may realize how little they understand."